Hey everyone, turn it a little bit. Hey everyone, Lisa here with Backallie. I am here with another designer mystery block of the month. This is block 6. If you're following along, get your supplies. Let's get this one started. See you in a bit. All right, everyone. So this is 2025 Designer Mystery Block of the Month, Block 6. This one is called can't talk today. Silver Lining by Heather Briggs. It's the one we're going to build today. Let me show you the fabrics real quick. And I've already cut mine down into the scraps, but I've got some really big pieces that I can share. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty, like, let's say aqua. I don't know. That's a brown. This one's a brown. And then we have is it a white on white? Yep, this is a white on white. It has flowers on it. Let's see if I can get that close enough for y'all to see. Maybe my camera here would see it. There you go. You can see them. There you go. Here's my other camera. Let me show you these up close using the other camera. Isn't that pretty? I have a lot of sunlight coming in. You can see it's a beautiful day here in Tennessee. Very beautiful fall day. So those are my scraps. I had quite a bit left. I actually went and cut some of them down already, but I got a lot left. So that's always great when you have a lot of fabric left. We're going to sit those behind us. Here's the board. Got them all cut and ready for us. I've marked the ones from corner to corner that they say to do in the pattern. So we're going to get started. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take K, which is that fabric, and I, which is the brown fabric, and we're going to make 4 of these. I've got Millie in the studio today. Let's see if she'll come up here and see y'all. She needs a haircut. She's still got puppy, but she's growing. She's growing. She is a mini doodle, and she is in training. Here you go, Mill. She comes to the studio now with me, now that I can get to the studio. So, all right, back to sewing. Back to sewing. Focus, Lisa. She must have brought in a couple ants with her. I don't know what she did. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put this in the corner, just like that. Okay? And we're going to make 4 of these. So I always lock my machine when Millie's with me in the studio. She likes to sew on her own. She hits the foot pedal on me. I hear my machine running and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's running the foot pedal. She's running my machine. Won't take us too long to get through these. This is an interesting block. I don't know if I like the design or not yet. I haven't made up my mind. I think I need to see it in person. So we're gonna make 4 of those. And then now we're going to trim off. I'm gonna trim it off really close, but not too close. Right. I am so glad to be back in my studio. Took me a while to recover. I'm going to move that over there. I gotta grab my iron that I didn't start. We have to press these. Just finger pressing them a little bit right now. All right, so now we've got this unit. We want to make sure that the unit is 2.5. It is. Perfect, perfect. All right, so now we have that unit. Okay, and so I'm gonna grab H, and H is brown. And we are going to take H and put H right along the side of each of those. So we're going to do that next. Are you guys excited for fall? I'm not excited for winter, but I am excited for fall. I am excited for fall. But I'm okay with all the seasons for the most part, but I have my favorites. Which I think most people do, right? Depends on your lifestyle and what you like to do and all right. Okay, let's press that. Big believer in pressing as I go. Okay, so now we have that unit. Okay, so now we're going to add G on top of that. And G is that, so we're just going to add G. I'll show you. Just going to add G right on top. Right on top. Okay. Okay. Now let's press those out. All right, so now we have that unit. Okay, what's next? We're gonna grab B, which is white. It's our white on white. And we're gonna take one of these and we're going to put this in the corner, just like that. But these are 3x3s. I wanna just trim, I wanna trim these up real quick. Do I know they look good? They look good. Okay. So right in that corner. We're going to do that for all four. Already marked these as well from top to bottom. Part of my prepping. One more. Thanksgiving is creeping up on us so fast. So fast. All right. Okay. So now we have those. We need to trim them. Okay, so now what we have is we have that unit. So we have 4 of those. I think this block is going to come together pretty quick. And then we're going to take D, it's just background, and make sure that I know what's what. And we're going to take one of these and one of these and put it right next to each other like that. Oops. Make sure I've got it right now. Okay. Let's press that. All right, so now we have that unit. You can see the curve happening. See that? You can see the curve happening. I'm going to grab C. We're getting there, folks. C doesn't take long to really do much with these blocks. They're pretty quick. Okay, I'm going to put C right on top, just like that. Okay. One more. One more. Okay. All right. It's growing. It's getting bigger. There's our block so far. Okay, so we're gonna set these aside. They all need to be 4x4, so let's just check them. Yeah. Okay, set those aside, and we're gonna do some flying geese. So we're gonna grab A. This is A. Background fabric. And we're going to grab F, which is the brown. I've already marked on all the F pieces, mark from corner to corner. So we're gonna do flying geese. Okay, so we're gonna grab one of A, and we're going to place this corner to corner. So we're doing flying geese. Okay. I'm gonna run those through. Corner to corner. Come on, Lace. Come on, Lace. How many have you done? So many. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm sewing, I'm talking to myself. So I'm glad y'all are here because now I'm talking to you all. I don't feel as crazy. I do talk to my puppy dogs as well. Might be crazy, but I do. I talk to my puppy dogs as well. I guess, that's probably, you're not crazy unless you hear that they're talking back to you, which my dogs do talk back to me in their own way. My doodles, they definitely talk back. All right, so we're going to trim. Just trimming my flying geese. Could use my rotary cutter versus these tiny little scissors, but I always seem to grab for those tiny little scissors. All right, so now we have that. We're going to put the other half on there. So we've got this. Now we're going to do this side. Just like that. Okay. Make our flying geese. I was always super scared to make flying geese when I first started years and years ago. They do not intimidate me any longer. They do not intimidate me any longer. I am so behind on my making of Christmas gifts this year. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to everything that I wanted to make for my family. I was thinking I would make the girls, my daughter-in-law and my daughter, cute little handbags. I do not know that I'll get to that, but we will see. There, my flying geese. There's 4 of them. And I need to make sure that they're, yep. Okay, so it looks wonky. So it looks a little wonky. It just looks a little wonky to me. Okay, so there's those 4. So now we're going to set those aside. And we're going to make some more flying geese, but we're going to use the brown for the base. So this will be our base. That will be our base. And then this will be the sides. So we're going to do these up. Again, just laying it directly on the side, just like that. I'm going to run those through. If you had papers, you know, you could use foundation papers to make these. Just look at the, you know, cut them out. I mean, you'd cut it differently, right? For the papers, but you could always do that. Okay. I think, get out my board this time. Get out my trusty board. Cut them that way. They don't have to be exact unless you're taking it to a quilt show. And over time, you can pretty much gauge where you need to be. But there's no quilt police here. We are just having fun. All right. So there we have half. So we've got half of it done. We're gonna do the other side. So we're going to grab the other side and put it right on there, just like that. Did run into my person that was very much a quilt police. I would classify her as part of that. Whew, she had some yeah, she just, even though I think some of the things that she was saying, you know, I would consider, I think it was like her tone and her, yeah, she just wasn't very nice. And I think that life is just too short to worry about certain things. Like, we're living in a time that if you're worried about if it's a scant quarter or not, I don't know. There's so many other things going on in the world, you know. We just need to care for each other. That's my take. Life is too short to worry about some of those things. Unless it's your job and you're one of the judges at a quilt show, or you're trying to teach a class where it's, for people who want to do quilts for quilt shows, then, I say don't worry about it. It's your quilt. I try to do, my very best. So I have, a nice end product, but I don't worry about the little things. I just don't. Life is too short. So there we have it. We've got 4 of those units. All right, it is time to put this together. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our flying geese And we are going to take the brown one, and then we're going to take one of these, and we're going to put them together like that, and we're going to make 4 of them. Okay. This is an interesting way to put this block together, for sure. They want me to press towards. All right, so now we have that unit. It's pretty cool. Oops, I bumped y'all. That's what I need to. Need to trim up one real quick. Okay, so now we have those 4 units. All right. Okay, so what are we doing with it? So we're gonna take these and we're gonna do one like that, one like this, and then one going the other way. That's gonna be the first row we do. Okay, let's go ahead and sew those. Seems like that lined up very even. That's okay. I'm going to press to the outsides on these. All right, so now I'm going to put it on the other side. Okay, pressing to the outside. All right, so we've got, this is our first row. You can see it kind of coming together. That's our first row, and our second row is going to be 2 of these and our J block, which is just our solid block. So we're gonna put that, nope, it's gonna go like this so the points are on the outside of it. Okay, let's do that up. Press in on this one, press in on that one, put the other side on. To press in. Okay, so there's our, that's our middle row. One more. Now we've got one. Now we've got these 3 that we have to do, just like that. Press it out. All right, and then there's our last, our bottom. So I gotta change out my battery, but we'll come back and we'll put it all together. I'll be right back. All right, folks, switched out my battery. So we've got 3 rows done, and we are going to put it together. So here's our 3 rows. So we've got this one. I've got this one. You see it coming together? And then look at that. So that's how it's gonna go. So we'll take top and middle, and I'm going to pin. I'm going to pin right along there. All right, just like that. Let's get this one sewn together. Okay, so we're gonna all right, Joe. So now we've got, look at that. Look at that. So let's put the bottom piece on. And of course, I'm going to pin it right where these, so right there and right here. So they're going to come together just like that. Just like that. Do it from this side, I think. y'all. It's cute. There's the block, y'all. This is Silver Lining by Heather Briggs. What y'all think? Came together really, really easy and quick, for sure. It's quick. All right, y'all. That takes care of block 6 for the designer mystery block of the month. Silver Lining. This is by Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm sure that you can still get this maybe, but I'll put a link down below if you're interested. But yeah, that takes care of block 6. I'll see you in the next video, folks. Thanks for coming along with me. Bye for now.